Ooh, Armand is live. Woman get jealous and expose trait. Armand is live. Just got a premiere going right now. Something about Santa. That started at 9 o'clock. I'm so late. On time, but you know. Let me go ahead and log in. Happy Wednesday. Cut it down. Happy Wednesday. 97%, you're good. 90%, you're good. 31%, you're on the charger. Ma'am, what are you on? 40%, you're up. Put you on the charger, my love. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Let's write this down a little bit. Just go over there and charge up the computer. Let me get logged in real quick. Yep. She good. Fine. This is how I come in. Bonnet on. Extra. Scoot back. Y'all in my face. Extra ratchet. Ooh, trigger warning. I have gas. So, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't get in my comments about that. Hopefully, it's all silent ones. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. But, ooh, it's been so gassy. Stank, too. Just stank for no reason. I'm like, goodness. Shall I had scrambled eggs with a bagel and some waffles? Okay. Bondi Beach. Stockton shit. Okay. Nicholas Irvin back. On Vlad. Okay, let me pull up OBS real quick. Go ahead and get situated over here. Yes, I seen you for the first time. Amakali is in the building. Amakali is in the building. Hello. Hello to you, my friend. Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back. Put him on the map. Put him on the map. Goodness gracious. Hold on, let me see. Are we on? Let me see. Okay, okay. Let me see. Where you at? Okay, video capture. Okay, and then what you got? What you got? Ma'am. Safari, YouTube, Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Amakali is in the building. Hi. Thanks for running it back. Thanks for spinning the block. We appreciate it so very much. All right, let me go ahead and get this situated. Wasn't I supposed to have just don't worry about it. I was supposed to have a Wednesday copy and paste. December 24, 2025. Current time now is 9:47. Everybody got 9:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Vlogmas 2025. What number are we on? Can anybody tell me what number are we on right now? Hold on, give me a second. Let me see. Don't do it. Anybody tell me what number are we on right now? No, just find a number, please. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me see. Number four. Okay, just put the number. I can't do the emojis over here. Go back. Tap in. We're live, man. Cut that volume down. I don't want to hit it. Okay, hit the tap. Thank you. Give me some emojis in the chat. All right. Okay, I'm just making sure we all in the chat. Okay. And what was the volume back up? Okay. Do we have a thumbnail? I don't know what that is. Go back to what I was on. Okay, let me see. Which one did we use yesterday? I think it was the yellow. Was it the yellow? Okay, let's use this one. I don't know what it said, but I believe I'm gonna just use this one. Amakali spun the block today. I appreciate it so very much. We are streaming live. All right. Let me see if I can scoot this over, honey. Hold on, where's she at? Because I need to zoom that. Okay. That should be good enough. And then going back over there so we can see what we're gonna get ready to get into. It's Christmas Eve. Armand is live right now. I am anxious to go over there, but I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, we didn't, let's go see if anybody has, who is this? What is that? Okay, because we got some people that has, I wanted to watch, most annoying sound. Child, when people eating with that cereal and slurping on that milk. Oh my goodness. I cannot. I can't do that. Ugh, my goodness. Ugh, my skin crawl. I was trying to see if anybody other than Armand, because he had like an hour. So he was all off track. I don't know who this is, but let me see if they, I just want, you know, the end, whatever you want to call it, whatever they were doing. Okay, see, I can't, cause she over there on TikTok. Everybody then clipped it. Okay, let me. I want to see it. I do. She was on the docket. Um, she was on the docket, but I just want to see who was this. Live from Fox. Ooh, they'll copyright you, honey. I ain't gonna show it. I'm gonna just play the audio. I don't know what was said. Um, I don't really. When did Dr. Umar? Oh, jeez, he didn't went over there to order dialogue. Dr. Umar done went over there. Ay, who is this? Let me hold. Shh, 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 shh. Cut it down. Let me see. Pause. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna listen to the audio. See what she has to say. She's so fake. That dog. You know we love her, but she is so fake. Oh my goodness. Doesn't it just grind your gears how fake she is? Oh my goodness. Or maybe it's just me. It could just be me. And I don't be, trying to do too much, but yeah, it's like, look, everybody. And then she over there with Erica. Let him finish. Look, hi.
Hello, how are you?
And that's Nicki Minaj talking. And she got this wig, honey, bust down part down the middle. What is that, a 42 inch, 50 inch? I don't know. It depends on how long it is when she stand up. Let me see what she talking about. Come on, brightness up.
So those of you who know, Charlie was very good about having a surprise for every AmFest.
Okay, but then why is it that they didn't pull up an old clip of Charlie saying that Nicki Minaj is a bad influence, not an influencer, something of that nature.
And we are so blessed to have you. We are so grateful.
Is that her real hair? Is this, or these clip-ins? Is this Erica Kurt real hair? Or is these clip-ins? Let me mind my business. Let me see what kind of shirt she got on. The shirt look nice. It's a 50-inch, child. It's all down the chair, honey. Oh my goodness.
I am honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
And look how she holding the mic. I'm finna eat her ass up. Look, okay, shoes. Ankle bracelet, okay. What is that? Does she got a purse coming down, or is that the zipper of the dress? Okay, watch. Let me see. Oh, weave.
Fun words.
Uh-oh.
For Governor Newsom.
You don't want to get on Gavin's bad side, Miss Onika. You do not want to be on his bad side, honey. He will shred you.
I have to read these tweets because they're amazing and they're so funny. Okay, first one. We'll do this one. Unless you want to read it in your own voice. I think it'd be really great. Okay.
Don't drop my phone.
Oh, Gabby Poo. It only gets worse from here for you, buddy. It's the end of the road for you, my love. Get on the nearest jet ski and let that beautiful hair blow in the wind. It'll make you happier than this race that you will not win. Enjoy life. Peace.
I don't know if Gavin responded to that. I don't know if Gavin would have responded to something like that. Just, I don't know if he would have responded to something like that. That ain't even, that's nothing. That's light work. That's light work compared to Gavin. He like, girl, go sit back down, honey.
One more.
One more. There's multiple.
Imagine being the guy running on wanting to see trans kids. Haha, not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, safe, happy kids. Not Gav. The Gav knocks. Gav not in. Gav out. Send in the next guy. I'm bored.
You know what? It did sound better when she added the theatrics to it. However, I know Gavin didn't respond to that. I know for a fact he didn't. He know better. He know better. And not like he know better, but it's just more so like he know better than to go beneath him. He know better than to talk to anybody beneath him. Ma'am, you ain't even in politics, so why are you talking to me?
Are you taking
Go sit down. Please go sit down and stay in your lane, ma'am. Please. Have you settled your lawsuits yet? That's what you need to be trying to figure out.
Like, I want you to say whatever you want to say,
No, ma'am.
Mr. Newsom.
No, ma'am.
Dear New Scum,
New scum. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, goodness. Oh, we. Ooh. Oh, goodness.
we
Tell
don't
me put
have
some
a
cream on my
problem
face. It's a
cleaning
little
up the
ashy.
scum if we have to. Please tread lightly. That's what I would say to Gabby Poo.
I like Gavin Newsom. Obviously. I like Gavin Newsom. I do. I really do. I like how he speaks his mind. Now, of course, I don't know all the ins and outs. I don't know, what he do after 9 p.m. Or between 9 and 5, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. I don't know what he do in his spare time. But he's a savage with them AIs.
So, with regard
Them AI memes.
the current administration,
Right, change subjects, Erica.
what has been maybe the biggest surprise for you, or something that you just really has been put on your heart that you've learned about our president and our vice president?
Ooh. Good question. Thank you. Let me see. The most surprising thing, child. Listen, when they had cut them snaps, a couple of, was it last month or something like that? A couple months ago. That was something very surprising because I had no idea that there was so much hate in people's heart in regards to people who, get SNAP food stamps. I had no idea. Let me see what else was going on. I had no idea. Whatever is going on with Israel, I don't know what's going on over there. It's just every time you look up, somebody keep bringing up Israel, in these wars, and while we keep getting into it with everybody. I don't know what's going on over there with Venezuela. They just randomly caught a stray. It's been a lot. It's been really too much, if you ask me. But thank you for. Let me see what she got to say, because I don't even want to get started on JD Vance.
The utmost respect and admiration for our president.
He alright. I mean, when he wanna be, it's just I don't know. We probably should have let him sit down for like at least 8 years, not just 4. But then again, that would have been pushing him because he is getting old. Now, to the contrary, to be quite honest, you know what? I'll take that back. I take that back. I take it back. He right where he needs to be. Cause let me tell you something. We only, what is this? 9 months in. That's a full term. That's a full term if you ask me. But he's he still got about 3 1/4 left now. So be careful with that karma. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I don't know why he just kept bashing Biden his whole 4 years. And then these last 9 months, he just can't keep Biden's name out his mouth. Until recently, when they keep asking him about that MRI. What you need an MRI for? What you, preventative care? That's not what MRIs is for. MRIs is not for nothing preventative. We going in there to see what is, not prevent. It's too late now. That's why we need the MRI. Keep going. Let her finish, y'all. Don't let me get me started.
He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given
It's a purse, I
so many
think.
people hope
Nope, I think it's a zipper.
that there's a chance
To
beat the bad guys.
beat the bad guys. Sound like she talking out the side of her damn neck.
And to win, and to do it with your head held high, and
Look at Erica.
your integrity intact.
Look at Erica.
He's from Queens, New York, like.
Who is this just came out of nowhere with this camera? Ooh, she got about 4 cameras on her.
But
Good
what it's
God.
shown me personally is sometimes, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never going to come back from it. But you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly. Having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny. Until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on, you'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies. And that's not, and it's just not fair.
Never ever sue the drug.
Okay, she do got a good point now. Listen, I'm gonna give her point when she got a point now, cause he did go through a rough last 30 days. Was it the 30? Last 60? Ooh, of his administration, I should say. So, but that should be nothing compared to what he's been through in his career outside of politics. That should have been nothing compared to like what he's actually had to endure, behind the scenes as far as being a businessman. I'm like, sir, this is politics. I mean, if you somebody should have told you what to expect. I guess he just really didn't expect for, everybody to turn on him at the last minute.
But this administration.
Hurry up. Let me speed her up because I can't do that. I can't do that with that. Let me speed her up a little bit. She talking too slow. Go.
With heart and soul.
Sure.
And they make me proud of them.
Okay.
Our vice president, he makes me. Well, I love both of them, but they're both powerful men, smart, strong, all that. But both of them have a very uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I can relate to them. When I hear them speak, I know that they're one of us. Like, I know that they're not. Don't you guys agree? They haven't lost touch of the world. They're still connected to the world and what's happening in the world. With the younger people and older people, with the rich people and not so rich people. Have the ability to still connect and be real and
lie.
Make us feel proud to be American. I don't know who she talking about. I don't. Maybe she was thinking about the first administration, his first term. I'm like, this one right here, he came back in savage mode. So I don't know who, but let her finish, child, because I did say I wanted to watch it. And
about politics, what was kind of the turning point for you?
Don't do that. Look at these two. Look at it.
What was the turning point? Well, I just got tired of being pushed around. Yeah. Sometimes you just get tired of it, and then you realize, wait a minute, I have something inside of me that's stronger than what's out there. That's right. So when
Okay,
you've
I
had
like the
enough,
ring.
you realize,
I like
wait
the
a minute,
nails.
why do I even care about these people and what they think?
I
Who
like
are
that
they?
watch.
They don't even know who they are. So I'm not gonna back down anymore. I'm not gonna back down ever again.
She got that personality though. Her and Cardi B, child.
Can the students in the room raise your hand? Wow. This question is for you guys. So you guys are very courageous and bold on your campus. Nikki, I know our students feel this way, but why do you think speaking your mind has
Should've bought
become
me
so
something to eat.
controversial?
Because people no longer are using their minds, their brains. So right now, just imagine, we're not allowed to have a different opinion anymore. We're not allowed to think out loud anymore. We're not like, this is not what the world used to feel like. And especially for the young people, I don't want them growing up in a world where they feel like that. I mean, they deserve for their voices to be heard. They have valid feelings and they're thinking about things, and it deserves attention. You know, we should listen to what they're saying. And if you're growing up in a world that tells you it's taboo to say something that the masses don't agree with, that's not okay. And we're not gonna have it. And I love this. You know, it's giving the younger people
What is
confidence
this?
that they will need later on in life. You guys will need it, and you will have it. So I'm rooting for you.
Amen. Amen.
Her answer made me forget that dang on question that Erica asked her. Free speech? Freedom of speech? So controversial? Is that what she had asked her?
Again, Charlie would always say, it really does not take skill to be courageous. It takes a choice. It takes a decision. And I want to say again, thank you for coming and being courageous and being able to share your heart with us. And the reason why that also holds true sentiment-wise is because I know that you are getting a lot of backlash from your own industry. What is your reaction to that?
Didn't notice.
Good answer.
Amen.
Good
I
answer.
feel the same way.
Good answer.
When people are like, what do you think about them? I'm like, I don't think about them.
Bingo. We don't even think about them.
We don't have time to. We're too busy building, right?
Yeah, we're the cool kids.
Okay.
There you go. Why should just let it go? You was good. You don't have to do all that extra stuff. All these cool kids and all that. Ma'am. What?
The other people, they're the ones who are still just disgruntled, but really they're just disgruntled with themselves. They are angry with themselves, you guys. So you can't wake up and think about somebody who is determined to just stay mad.
Right.
I literally tell them, stay mad.
Ooh.
Stay mad. Because we're going to stay joyful and peaceful and iconic and smart. And we're going to stay thinkers. In a world that doesn't want us to think, we will think. By ourselves, on our own. We will continue to think.
Imagine being
Why she getting so much backlash about the interview? I'm confused. Why she getting so much backlash? Is it because she's talking to Erica Kirk, or is it because she's trying to enter politics, or? Let her finish. I'm just trying to figure out why she gets so much backlash.
This is something I know that's really important to you and on your heart.
Okay,
And
go ahead.
I personally want to know what inspired you to speak out for the Christians that are being slaughtered in Nigeria.
She did.
Well, And that brings me back to our great president and this administration and our great country. That we take for granted that there, right now in this world, are people who cannot worship God as they please, where they please. We take it for granted because we have it. We can't even imagine not having that right.
Right. That's true. That's
But
true.
every time we pray and fellowship,
Right.
we have to remember the people that are right now in this world hiding to pray and fellowship. And we have to pray for them. And first of all, Nigeria is a place I've always loved. Someone very dear to me, my pastor, is Nigerian. I have lots of Nigerian barbs. And so hearing that people are being kidnapped, and while they're in church, people are being kidnapped, people are being killed, brutalized, all because of their religion. And that should spark outrage in the great America. And that's what it did. And again, we're not backing down anymore. We are not going to be silenced by the bullies anymore, okay? Know that. Hear that. Receive that. We won't be silenced ever again. We will speak up for Christians wherever they are in this world. Amen?
She's. You gotta give her her props though, you know, like she has great leadership qualities, you know, like as a Nicki Minaj fan, listen, I'm gonna critique and still love her at the same time, just because it's a part of being a fan, you know, like, look, she said, amen.
I don't know if you can see this at home, but she's getting a ton of standing ovations.
Yeah, we see it. Look, that's why I said, listen, she has such great leadership qualities. Don't stand your ass up. Sit down and sit still. And leave that weave alone. Oh, these chairs are very low to the ground, honey. I mean, I'm talking, and then they got this slouch to them. Like, they look like they're comfortable chairs, to be quite honest. But the problem is they're like super low to the ground. And so you see, like, you can see her sort of shifting in her seat, and trying to like find a comfortable position. She's trying to keep her legs crossed. She's trying to hold the mic. She's trying to maintain her posture. Whereas Erica, child, she is on the edge of the seat, honey. But they look very comfy. Like, let's see. You see, like, the chairs are very comfortable, but you see how they have this mean, and they're so short. Like, they're so low to the ground. Like, we're here. We're at the ground. We're literally at the ground right now. And so they're super low to the ground. But then they have this mean recline to the point to whereas you can't even, like, you can't slouch. I like this slouch.
Well, my relationship with God started, well, when I was a toddler in Trinidad. My grandmother, if things got spicy in the house, like if the kids or grandkids were arguing or fighting, she would make all the little kids go in her room and make us say and say a prayer. So later on in my life, well, not much later, when I was like 10, 11, 12, I started going to church in New York. And it changed everything. It changed my life for the better because I was going every week. I was hearing the word of God be preached. And then I was going home and I was applying it to my life. Even as a little girl, I learned how to pray very early.
Stop
always had this faith that made people think, the kind of faith that you think a person is crazy, like, oh, please, like, But I
Amen.
had that faith instinctively. Once I started hearing about God and, just getting more into the Bible,
sure.
I got baptized when I was about,
Right, amen.
When I was about 13, I got baptized. And I have just always applied those teachings to my life. I try to.
Sure.
And that's the thing. We're not perfect. We try. Sometimes I would wake up and feel so far removed from, not God, but from fellowship. I was like, oh my God, I used to go to church on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Every week, 3 days out of the week. And then later on in your life, you become busy and you start thinking,
sure.
Oh, well, God is in my heart. And,
sure.
But then sometimes you can be in an industry as well that
Uh-oh.
pulls you away even more.
Ooh.
So
Uh-oh.
lately, I've been feeling like, you know, like if you haven't seen a long lost best friend for,
Sure.
you know, for a long time and then you bump into them again.
Ooh.
That's how it's been feeling for me. Like just going back to God and praying and talking to him.
Sure.
And, you know.
Okay, don't say him. Don't say
And to
him,
me,
ma'am,
where
please.
have you been?
Look, I
I've been
don't
waiting.
ostracize him.
Honestly,
Good.
you shouldn't.
Okay. Why is she getting backlash for this interview? I'm confused. Now I'm totally confused.
And since that moment that God had that conversation with me,
Uh-huh.
I've been in such a better space.
Sure.
Because now it's just, I'm thinking about, is God pleased with this? Not if the bullies
Ooh.
and uglies
Ooh.
are pleased.
Not uglies. Don't do that.
But
Don't
if
do
God
that.
is pleased, and when you have that personal relationship with God, guess what? Even in school, He's there.
Ah.
Wherever you are and whenever you need it, you have something that you can tap into immediately. It's immediate. You don't have to.
Keyword. Immediately. Immediately. Keyword.
Message. He's not gonna call you back. He's there.
Call you back? What? Who? No voicemail, child. No, hold on. Let me get off the other line.
Immediately. As soon as you call on him, on the first ring, he's going to answer.
My
I want
God.
you guys to remember that.
Ooh.
You're young, and first of all, I want to say,
Oh my
I'm proud
God.
of you guys. This is a major, to be so young,
Yeah.
for you guys that are in college,
Yeah.
to be so young and to care this much, this early in your life, it tells us how smart you are, and it tells us that there's hope for our future.
My
So
God.
God bless you. Congratulations, you guys.
Ooh.
You're amazing.
Ooh.
Congratulations,
Ooh.
you guys are amazing. Okay? Know it. Feel it. Yes. Yes. Proudly. Be it proudly. Be who you are proudly.
Amen. So, what
You
have
can
you?
say amen.
I mean, you're an amazing mother. What have you seen
Papa Bear.
that has been a struggle for young women today? And then also, since both of us have little boys, I would love for you to also talk about the male side of that question as well.
Okay. Good question.
Well, something that I've noticed recently is that
Women.
for little girls, I think
Yeah.
that no matter how you look, we should be trying to instill into them to be proud of how they look.
Sure.
Recently, in the media, it's almost been like a push to. It's not just making young black children feel proud of themselves, but it's almost like doing that and at the same time telling other children not to be proud of themselves. And I don't want any child feeling that way. If as black women, we felt that we were not being represented and not being admired for our beauty, if we felt like that as black women, why would we want to do that to other women? Why would we now need to make other people downplay their beauty so that we can feel, no, that's not how it works. I don't need someone with blonde hair and blue eyes to downplay their beauty because I know my beauty. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me that a woman
Right.
feels and says that she's beautiful.
Right,
Why
because-
shouldn't she feel
right.
that? Why have we gotten to a point where certain
gotta
colors or
downplay.
certain kinds of people
Right.
have to be afraid of loving themselves and loving the way they look? Like, isn't that wild? And so for little girls,
Right.
I don't want what was done to little black girls done to little white girls. I don't want it done to any girls.
Right.
I want all little girls in the world to know that you are unique.
Right.
You are beautiful.
Right.
You are you. And you can compliment
Special
another
and
girl.
one
You
of
can
a kind.
compliment another woman and
Exactly.
still know that you are epic and amazing. So that's what I would say about for the girls.
Get on them boys.
And I know my adults understand clearly where I'm going with
For
that.
sure.
You know,
For sure.
I don't like that. I don't like people making other people feel badly about themselves
Right.
in any way.
Right.
We need to nurture young girls.
Right.
Yes, whether they are black, white, Asian, Hispanic, they still need to be nurtured. They
Sure.
cannot continue to pay for other people's sins. They haven't done anything wrong.
What do you think about for young men?
Go ahead,
For
girl.
young men.
And for young men, don't be new scum.
Ooh. He might respond to that one now. Look. He might respond. Okay, listen. Okay, that's okay now. Let one of them TikTok clips come across Gavin's desk. He'll be up 3 o'clock in the morning working on one of them AI videos about you. You better tread lightly now.
Yes. See,
Right.
You have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when
Assassin.
I say that,
Wait a minute now. Did she just call him an assassin? Was that the right word? Is that what we wanted to say, or? Right, because
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did.
still using her
now exactly. I'm confused because now I'm like, wait, pause, time out this live, so it ain't no retake, redo. Let me see.
You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman. She's an amazing woman. She has a soul and a heart for the Lord. And words are words, but I know her heart, and it doesn't even matter. And you say what you want to say because I know your heart.
Okay, but we can't just sit here and act like she just didn't call him an assassin. Oh goodness, see, I was so rooting for her. I was so rooting for her. I was like, oh, right, yeah, and then, oh goodness. Now it just makes you wonder what would make her call him an assassin.
not judge that. Thank you. For boys,
Right.
be boys.
Amen.
Be boys. It's okay. Be boys. There's nothing wrong with being a boy.
Ooh.
How about that?
Ooh.
How powerful is that? How profound is that?
Ooh.
Amen.
Boys will be boys, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Now for those in the back, there's nothing wrong with being a boy. There isn't. I'm telling there's nothing wrong with being a boy. If anything, we need more of them. If anything, we're gonna need more of them. I'm telling you, civilization cannot continue to flourish and prosper without the males. We just can't do it. For one, we can't do it by ourselves as women. That's for one. But then we also can't bring forth new life by ourselves either. We just have to have. We just have to have that new scum. We just have to have it. There's no other way. I promise you. Unfortunately, and thankfully, I don't want to say unfortunately, thankfully, we can't bring forth like by ourselves. So we need some new scum. We sure do. We sure do. Please. And just be a boy.
What's something the media and the world in general misunderstands about you?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's you.
I think people think maybe that I'm mean. Or,
You
know,
are
and
mean. Stop it.
When you have a strong presence as a woman, it's easy to just box you into one box, one category of mean, or
No, you mean, honey.
other words.
They want to like put you in a
I'm gonna
box
put
too,
you
and
over
they
here.
think that they want you to be,
Is
but
that
there's so
better?
much more than that.
Because you
All that
you
movement.
intimidate them, and they want to find
Yeah,
something.
you intimidate
and if
me.
they can't find something, they'll make something up.
Okay.
And they'll put a label on you.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't. What people misunderstand about me now, I don't care about it. I really don't. In fact,
She do.
I love that they misunderstand me now.
I do too, because it shows that you're not a part of this world. Someone once told me, do not be surprised when the world acts like the world. And I held on to that so much, because even being in this role
Is this
now,
someone here
people
looking?
they're trying to figure me out. Okay, enjoy. I am who I am. There's nothing to hide. And I know you feel the same way when people misunderstand you and you're like, okay, well, I have an audience of one. Well, now I have an audience of two, but I have an audience of in heaven. And I know the Lord knows me, Lord knows you, and he put everything in you to be able to make a difference in this world. Likewise to all you students and everyone else here. And to go into that further, I know that this, and I'll end on this, I know that a lot of you guys have been hearing about, you know, we're doing this for Charlie, or we're doing this for his legacy, but we're also doing it because each and every one of you guys have a legacy. And I want you guys, when you leave this conference, to take something with you.
Sure.
And when it gets tough out there, I want you to hold with you a word. It can be anything. For me, it's Charlie. But for you guys, it could be, I don't know, refocus, family, children, future, something. Hold that word in your heart. So that when you go back out into the world,
Positivity.
And you have someone screaming in your face, someone spitting in your face, someone flipping your table on campus, someone making fun of you because you're a conservative, someone making fun of you because you love the Lord.
Child, somebody shoot you in your neck. In front of a crowd of people. And just because y'all got to remember why we're here. We're here because of Charlie Kirk. And it's just, it just still breaks my heart. It just still breaks my heart to know that they would do that to him in front of all them people. In front of all them doggone people. It just wasn't right. And then now they're going to try to sit here, try to gaslight us with this Tyler Robinson story, Maroon guys, and, you know, what them planes is, Egypt planes, or wherever they was going. I just can't believe they did that to Charlie. It'll never be the same. To be quite honest, it'll never be the same. Turning Point, for one, will never be the same. But still, the world will never be the same after we had to witness that. It'll just never, for something. You know what? And you gotta give it up to Charlie. And I don't know him. I ain't even know him. Charlie, it took me a few days to even go back and, who is this? Who is he? What? Didn't know him, never seen him before a day in my life until afterwards. And technically, it was 2 days after. Because on the 10th, I'm trying to figure out why Candace didn't go live. I'm looking for Candace. I'm checking. I'm logging in. I'm checking. Where's she at? What's she doing? What's going on? Hello? Why she ain't live? And then the next day, she had posted I'm going live later at this time or whatever. And she had the thumbnail with her and Charlie Kirk. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, you knew him? So now I'm like, well, who was it? Who was it? Who was that? And that was, of course, after BJ investigates that surprise witness, she had caught it. I'm talking about, I think it was about 1 o'clock when she had caught it. She was reporting on it live when I logged in. But it had threw me off because we was talking about, at that time, I think we was September. Was we still talking about Tory Lanez at that time? We was talking about somebody. Or I think we had just got finished talking with Tory Lanez, and she had started covering that case with the little couple who had did something with their son, child, and they had staged like somebody had stole them from the grocery store, some out the car. I don't know, child, and it threw me off. And then, so it was that story, but I wasn't worried about it. Cause I'm like, something nefarious happened if y'all had to do all that. And so then she had this random white dude up there that I didn't know. So I swerved on him again. I'm like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who she's talking about. I'm not interested. So I had just logged out. Then I kept logging in the rest of the day. I'm trying to figure out what was Candace at. I'm like, what's she at? What's she doing? She ain't say she wasn't gonna be here today. Where she at? Then she came on. Was that 9/11? Was that 9/11? Threw me for a loop because I'm like, oh man, who was he, child? Tell me who he was. And she ain't gave up ever since then, child. She been on it every day. And I know Brigitte is somewhere appreciating the moment. I know for a fact somewhere Brigitte Macron is somewhere in the corner like, whew, I'm glad she giving me a break. Cause she wasn't letting it go with Brigitte either. And they got a lawsuit too. So I'm like, oh my goodness. It's so, I could just imagine how traumatizing that was. Especially for the people that was there. To watch this man get shot, wherever he got shot. I don't want to say it. I'm going to say allegedly he got shot in the neck. Because we don't know. We don't know. We have no idea. But we do know he was assassinated. Live. And it was so traumatizing. It was just so traumatizing. That's probably how those people felt, with JFK. In the parade. All these people just lined up. Child, he on the back. Sitting up high. I'm like, sir, get down. Let me let her finish before I get caught in my feelings about that Charlie.
Your brain and your heart and your soul to know that you're about something so much bigger and greater. The legacy with Turning Point USA, yes, but also for yourself. And so, Nikki, I want to ask you in closing, what is something
wrap it
that
up.
you want to leave as a legacy in this world for your family, for your baby, for just everything?
Your legacy itself.
Well,
Ma'am, she got a legacy. Go ahead. Let me let you talk. Think about it.
That it's okay to change your mind.
Oh. Wow. That is powerful. I think I'm gonna, you know what? I think I'm gonna use that one. Oh, I like that one. I always need for those spirit to just speak something to my heart. And so, you know what? I'm gonna use that one. She said, listen to how profound that is. It's okay to change your mind. Remember I said I like it subtle. I like it real simple. I like it, but look how profound that is. Change your mind. And then when you change it, be okay with changing your mind. Don't. You don't have to play the mind games, ma'am. Just change your mind and be okay with changing your mind. Who is this? Excuse me. Because every time I turn my head, it's just out like this. Sit still. Go. She wrapping it up. It's okay to change your mind.
Sometimes there's a lot of things projected onto you.
Sure.
When you change your own mind.
Ooh.
They project fear, shame onto people who don't think and do as they think and do.
Ooh. Project fear and shame on you. Wow.
But I've traveled the world. I've performed for huge crowds all around the world.
Facts.
And no matter how many songs I do on that stage,
Sure.
it didn't mean as much as this. Because this is a direct link for younger people. This is a direct link between young people and God. And there's been a lack of that. There's been a lack of that in our media, in our everyday conversations. People have been, interestingly enough, people have been, Christians have been being persecuted right here in our country in different ways. So when we talk about Nigeria and other countries, know that prior
Leave the hair
administrations
alone.
saw nothing wrong with that.
Allegedly. I'll say it for allegedly. Maybe it just wasn't at the top of the list.
That's what was wrong with them.
And don't do that.
I truly feel that there are people out there who felt good about chastising Christians.
I mean, there are some people out there who feels good about chastising Muslims. So there's some people who feel good about chastising blacks and whites and Hispanics.
Here in our country.
But I'll let her finish. She trying to wrap it up. Go ahead.
And it's kind of really, really sick. We can't let people like that be in power, you guys.
I'm sorry, what? Look at Give me a sec. Look at her face. Look at Erica's face. Look at Erica's face. Let me zoom it in, because you gotta see Erica's face. Look at her face. She looks scared and nervous at the same time.
That's the truth.
She said, that's right.
Recorded and laugh and kiki, but the truth is, I am here today to tell you guys that. We absolutely cannot let
Oh, that was the purse. I thought it was a zipper. Ma'am, why do you have that side satchel on like that?
people who have a problem with us worshiping God. We cannot have them in power.
Uh-huh.
We cannot have them in power.
Look at
All
Erica.
you have to do is look at what is happening in other places in the world. Look at what is being done to Christians all around the world. And ask yourself why people in this country that were in positions of power felt so comfortable to
Get your words
try to
to
take our voices from us. They were that afraid. They are that intimidated. They are that insecure. They are that small inside.
Ooh.
That hearing us and seeing us worship God irritated them. Our spirit irritates them. Because when we speak,
Look at Erica.
they get shown up.
Look at Erica.
When the truth walks
Look
in
at
the room,
Erica.
the lies hide.
Look at
They don't come
Erica.
out willingly. You gotta pry it out of them.
Look at Erica.
They hide. Because they don't want you or anyone to know who they really are behind closed doors. Because even they know how evil it is to try to deprive people of worshiping God.
Right. Ooh.
Amen. We love you. Nicki Minaj.
Thank you guys. My darling, thank you for having me.
Stand up. Let me see how you look, honey. Let me see. Oh, they took it off. Sorry. Bummer. Oh, my goodness. Look. It always catch me at the last couple of minutes, honey. Okay, well, we was able to, give me a second. funny. I had to heal. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Umar, man. Happy to have you back. It's been a while, man. I mean, I haven't had you on here in a
Ooh,
while.
I'm talking about jacket is on stop. Child, do you see this jacket? Ugh. Look heavy in the face. Goodness. Ooh, that jacket, honey. He got his hands in his pocket. Why is this angle like this? Okay, is he gonna give us and it said she's being used? Okay, is he gonna give us an update on the school? What happened? Cause allegedly he wasn't paying his water bill, property taxes, somebody job.
Pan African, it's been 6 months. Christmas Day will make 6 months.
Yeah, man. It's been forever, man, since me and you did an interview. But, you know, we here now. It's a lot I want to ask you and get your take on. Nicki Minaj. How you feel about the backlash she getting right now?
Oh, well, so this was recent. This must have been today.
I
Or yes.
always felt, in my opinion, is one of the most lyrically gifted female hip hop artists.
Amen. Please give her flowers. Please, because you know she's gonna think because she's getting all this backlash about, and I just watched it. I didn't see not a problem other than her calling JD Vance an assassin. I'm like, ma'am, please, if you, like, I understand the nerves. I get it. I understand the poise, but assassin, what? Other than that, I didn't see no issue with it.
Century.
Give her flowers, please. We know. What year are we talking? Are we just start from 2005? When did that song come out, honey? With her and Egyptian. Was that 2006, 2005, 2007? Anybody after that? We're not gonna. Okay, when we say the best female rapper alive, we're talking about a specific. We talking about just say 2005 and onward. Anybody before that, y'all make your own list. Cause when we talk about it, we specifically talking about 2009. Should we just go with 2000? I can't remember what song that came out with her and Egyptian, but 2007. Somewhere over there. Best female rapper alive, period. Hands down. So sorry. And it's no shade to nobody else. Y'all are great too. You know, just not as great. The catalog. Like who was she gonna versus? Beyonce? And I'm like, and then after even with her trying to verse with Beyonce, they still gonna have to collab with they two songs that they made together anyway. Was it 2 or 3?
At one point. And, you know, he's a phenomenal artist. And her lyrics were not far behind his in terms of quality. So she's a very talented artist, very talented musician, a very beautiful woman. When I saw her interview with...
Hold on. Who was he talking about?
When I saw...
Go back.
Very talented artist. As you know, she used to date Meek Mill at one point.
Oh, my bad. I was talking too much.
You know, he's a phenomenal artist.
Yeah.
And her lyrics...
What happened with them? Don't worry about it because she already married now, so it don't matter.
Were not far behind his in terms of quality. So she's a very talented artist, very...
Far behind his. They're going to have to collab on their little songs because they had one together too. Far behind his. Let him finish.
Talented musician, a very beautiful woman. When I saw her interview with Erica Kirk,
Oh, goodness.
it almost blew my mind because I was not aware that she had joined the Donald Trump bandwagon. So this past Sunday, December the 21st, she was in Phoenix, Arizona. It was Turning Points USA AmeriFest Conference.
Yes.
So this is the conservative think tank, foundation, organization, and movement that Charlie Kirk helped to co-found.
Sure.
So she was interviewed by his widow, Erica Kirk, for
Sure.
about 30 minutes.
Sure.
And some of the stuff that Nicki Minaj said out of her mouth left me flabbergasted. She said things like Donald Trump and JD Vance were heroes, that they were role models for our children, she said that
I mean, they are role models for somebody. He was the president. I thought that presidents were role models regardless of how they got there the second time. Felon.
they speak, she can tell that they're speaking for us, that they make us feel proud to be American. She said that they have given us a chance to beat the bad guys and win. She also said,
Child, I stopped on that too because I'm like, ma'am, wait. You sound like you're co-mingling. You sound like you're co-mingling.
the effect that really bothered me. Nicki Minaj said, it's not just that, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm trying
Sure.
to be correct, but she said
Sure.
to the effect that it's not just that we tell black children to feel proud of themselves, but it's like we're doing that, and at the same time, we're telling other children not to feel proud of themselves.
No.
So I guess she was alluding to this false narrative that the conservatives are putting out there, that teaching black children black history and teaching white children the true history of America is somehow going to make white children feel bad about themselves.
That is not what the hell she said. That is not what she meant. But of course, we know that Dr. Umar is going to twist it to his narrative. We already know that. That's obviously why we're here. Technically, we're here to get an update on the school because what happened? What happened? I'm like, but that's not what she was saying. That's not what she said. That's not what she meant. We just left her. So I know for a fact that ain't what she said, nor what she meant. This guy, he just cut him up. So hold on, let me, oh jeez, I have, so the M is for mute? Ain't that about a
Children. So are you saying you don't mind your children growing up in a society where they cannot be taught black history?
No, she was saying, remember what she said? She don't want for other people to have to down or to talk down or to belittle or to bully other people just to make themselves feel good. You shouldn't necessarily have to I hate to use that R word, but you know, have to be R aces toward other people just to feel good about yourself, just to uplift yourself. Everybody should just be able to coexist and commingle together without having to put other people down. You know, society shouldn't have to put these ostracize these particular people just to make themselves feel good. Nobody should. It's too many people to be in everybody's business.
The true history of America because some people feel it offends the self-esteem of white children. And this is
Let them finish.
critical art because we've been in America 400 years at least under British North American control. And look at how the self-esteem and self-worth and self-value of black children has been and continues to be compromised for the benefit of the white child. And yet you're telling me that to implement a curriculum of corrective history where you're not insulting white people, you're not denigrating white people, you're simply making sure white children understand that the foundation of this country was laid and built and cemented on the genocide of Native Americans and the enslavement of African people. And not just the enslavement of African people, the dehumanization of African people. What a lot of people don't get, Art, is that although the United States of America was somewhat late to the international slave trade, even though they joined it rather late, the Portuguese had already been in it. The Swedes had already been in it. The British had already been in it. The Roman Catholic Church had already been in it. America was kind of late to the party. But once America got involved in the transatlantic slave trade, what we call the Ma'afa in African culture and in the conscious community, the Ma'afa, even though America was late, America would soon dominate the transatlantic slave trade. I don't think people understand, Art. Many of the streets and back roads of America were created so that they could traffic black people during the domestic slave trade. A lot of people don't understand that. When you see these small streets in front of big streets and all of your 13 colonies and subsequent states that joined the Union as slave territories, those small streets are in back of the large streets were created so you could sneak the slaves in the alleyway and traffic them in the alley and sell them in the alleyway. So for example, we're in Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, you have Market Street, you have Broad Street. Those are your two major streets. You also have other major streets, but you have a lot of small streets. And sometimes when you go down these streets, your car can barely fit down these streets. And you say, well, why would they make the street this small? They did not make the street for the car. They made the street for the slave wagon. They made the street for the slave coffle. The streets were made long enough, large enough, just so the slaves could be tracked down them. A lot of people don't even know that the layout of many of America's major cities that were slave states, that existed in slave states, those cities were laid out to benefit and accommodate the domestic slave trade. Because after 1808, 1808 is when America outlawed the international slave trade. They did not outlaw slavery. They just outlawed the importation of Africans. So from 1804 until 1865, how did they get more slaves in America if you couldn't ship them in? They moved to a domestic slave trade, which means what? It means that they had to birth and create their own domestic slave system. And this is where you get the breeding farms. This is where you get the breeding farms where they would get a dozen black women, one black man, and his job was to keep those black women impregnated constantly. They were called the bitches, and he was called the buck. And unfortunately, we still refer to each other in those same pejorative terms. We call our women bitches, and we call the men bucks or the N-word. We use the same terminology on each other that they use on us. So getting back to the Nicki Minaj situation.
Right.
What bothers me about my sister, and I still love and respect her, and I'm going to hope that she engages in some corrective behavior. Because this is insane. This is absolutely insane to see such a talented, beautiful black woman.
This is how you can uncover.
Thank you, because you just never know when to take a break with Dr. Umar. He'll get to rambling. He'll get and it'll be so juicy. You'll be like, ooh, all that history. Ooh, teach me something. And then here we go. I'm like, okay, what up, sir? Back to what. I see his point, obviously, of course. Remember, he has his angle. I just didn't get that angle as far as what she was saying. But I see his angle.
Build her career through black culture.
Of course.
By way of the hip-hop movement.
Same thing Cardi B did.
Become a multi-millionaire. One of the top-selling artists of this century.
Best female rapper since 2007, 2009.
To use black culture to build your career and then turn around and use the platform that was created through black culture and hip hop. And now you want to use your platform and your prominence within our culture to work against the progress of black people by joining Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, Erica Kirk, Turning Point USA against the best interests of black people. It's bothersome. And the issue about this art is, to me, this is the Candace Owens effect.
He caught me off guard. Here we go. Because I done already had to sit through Touré ads talking about Candace. I don't know how Touré got on my algorithm. I have no idea how Touré got on my algorithm. But when I tell you he just did an interview and he did one about Nicki Minaj too, everybody been talking about her. I'm just not gonna use her as my thumbnail. I don't need your clickbait. Sorry. Here he go. I think he has a dot. What is an effect? I think that's is that a disease? Is an effect a disease? No. Yes, in psychology. Consequent. Okay, a psychological state. He's trying to make it seem like that it's a psychological state. The Candace Owens effect. What the fuck?
Candace Owens effect. What did Candace Owens do? Back in 2007, Candace Owens...
I didn't know her back then. I was trying to figure out if I knew Nicki Minaj back in 2007. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out if
along with the NAACP and Stamford, Connecticut, sued Candace Owens' school district because Candace Owens was receiving threats from some of her white schoolmates. They were calling her racist names. They were leaving racist voicemails, sexist voicemails. There was threats against Candace Owens, and the school district in Stamford, Connecticut sat by and did nothing. So Candace Owens and her parents, with the NAACP's help, rightfully sued the Stamford, Connecticut School Board, I believe it was, to a tune of $37,500. So you have Candace Owens, a black woman, another very articulate and
Interesting. I didn't know that. She used the help of the NAACP to sue Stanford. Interesting.
attractive black woman, just like Nicki Minaj, who benefited from civil rights, okay, and used those civil rights that our ancestors fought for to bring suit against a white racist school district, and then she spins the block on civil rights, and now look at it. She goes and gets a white husband, and now she's one of the biggest supporters of the conservative white racist agenda against African people. And now she's touring the country, and she's all over the news media, okay, trying to defend the honor, integrity, and legacy of another racist in Charlie Kirk. And don't get me wrong, I didn't appreciate the way that he lost his life. I didn't appreciate black people making a mockery of him, because I wouldn't want anybody to be made a mockery of when you lose your life in front of your wife and children. That is not to be made fun of.
Amen.
But at the same time, how is Candace Owens running around championing the legacy of Charlie Kirk, while at the same time you made a documentary trying to prove to the whole world that George Floyd was not suffocated to death by the knee of a police officer? So you will make a documentary to try to make a black man who was assassinated look like a criminal, and then you'll turn around and go out of your way and even put your safety and the safety of your children in jeopardy to champion the legacy of a racist Charlie Kirk, who Candace Owens refers to as her best friend. How in the hell can a black woman have a white racist as a best friend? Look at the things Charlie Kirk said about black women. Look at the things Charlie Kirk said about black men. But getting back to Nicki Minaj.
Pause. I know when to pause his ass. Dr. Umar is a very controversial individual. Candace Owens is a very controversial individual. Nicki Minaj also herself as well has been and currently is now a controversial individual. So am I. So am I. However, that doesn't stop us from indulging. Now, I'm just going to say one thing, and then I'm just going to let it go. Because we just watched the interview between Nicki Minaj and Erica Kirk. Fresh. I'm talking about as soon as we got off, we came straight here. Because he was in the algorithm. He was in one of them top videos. I could have watched either him or Josh Johnson. You see what I mean? Remember what Nicki Minaj said. Remember what she said. And we emphasized it. We paused, we sat, we meditated, we let it resonate on our spirit. We had a thought, we had a plan in our head, and we was like, oh, I'm gonna spin the block and I'm gonna use that again. I got a text message I'm gonna be sending out. Oh. It's okay to change your mind. And as simple as it is, it's also profound. And so if Nicki Minaj changed her mind and she wants to explore a different path, she wants to engage and commingle in different opportunities and different avenues, Candace Owens as well, if she wanted to, we have to be okay with that. We don't have to judge people because but you can't go over there with them. Says who? These are grown women.
I believe that Donald Trump and the conservative movement in this country selected Nicki Minaj because they needed a replacement for Candace Owens. Remember, Candace Owens has fallen out of favor with the Republican Party and the mainstream conservative white agenda because she's now exposing the Zionist control of the conservative movement and of the United States government.
Hey, listen. Okay. She is exposing the Zionist what? Control movement. What did he say? Run it back, Dr. Umar. I'll let you listen. Let me tell you something. Go.
That part, I would argue that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, I believe, by the Zionist movement.
Hey, go back.
Because they needed a replacement for Candace Owens. Remember, Candace Owens has fallen out of.
Let me get my notes. Give me a second. Let me pull up my notes. I thought it was gonna be quiet, but that one wasn't as quiet as I thought it would have been. I don't believe I have my notes open, right? Do I have my notes open for OBS? No. Okay. I'm just making sure. Not like that matters. I just wanted to make sure I knew what was open and what was not. Okay. He said, remember, Candace Owens has fallen out. What? I need to put him back on slow speed if I'm finna type this. I need a quote. I just need a good quote. Because then he said, he finna get into it. Let me slow it down a little bit more. Okay, go. Go.
With the Republican Party.
It's falling out.
And the.
Hold on. It's falling out with the Republican Party. I think he said and, right? And what?
The mainstream conservative white agenda.
Hold on. That's I think he said the Zionist something. I remember that part. Oh, go back.
The Zionist control of the conservative movement and the
what?
United States government.
Of the, sorry, not and the, of the, Oh, that's a good one. I always need a good quote. Hold on, because he ain't done.
In fact,
In fact, art. I don't know what you call it, art.
I would argue.
Oh.
Charlie Kirk. Was assassinated. I believe.
I believe. Oh, okay. I believe, comma. By the who?
By the Zionist movement.
Oh. End quote. Give him his, Omar. First of all, that ain't his real name. I'm gonna just go ahead and put that out there. His name ain't Dr. Umar. Look, well, you know, technically it is, but you gotta add all that other stuff in there. Umar Rashad. What is that? Abdullah Johnson. Okay. August 21st. He do got some books. We probably need to add them to the list. Okay, let me get out of here. I'm getting distracted. Go ahead, finish.
Charlie Kirk began to question Zionist infiltration of the U.S. government. He began to question
Let him
Zionist
speed up.
control of U.S. institutions, systems, and industries. And he began to get a little bit out of hand with his rebuke of the Israeli agenda.
Ooh.
I believe that's why Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And I believe that because he was becoming so unapologetic in his criticism of the Israeli influence in America, along with the Zionist influence of America, that he was unalived. And because Candace Owens followed suit behind Charlie Kirk, she started exposing the Zionist control of the United States government. They had to distance themselves from Candace. So if we're going to distance ourselves from Candace, and this is Donald Trump, the Republican Party, and the mainstream white conservative movement,
Replacement.
we got to find another black woman. We got to find another black woman who can compete with Candace Owens nationally and internationally to bring attention away from Candace Owens, who is highlighting the Israeli influence on American politics. And so who better
Ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I can tell you that right now. It ain't gonna work. Nice try. Not gonna work, buddy. Let me give you a thumbs up before I forget. That's not gonna work. Sorry, but nice try. That's not gonna work. Nicki Minaj is cool, but she ain't got nothing on that Candace. Sorry. But she is sparking some little outrage with a little interview and stuff. I don't give a damn. She is sparking a little uproar about it. I don't really see the big deal.
Nicki Minaj. Now, I don't know why Nicki Minaj is doing this. I don't know if she's getting paid. I don't know if it's a favor. I don't know if it's an exchange, as some people have suggested. Okay, I don't know. But I know it's not right. I know it's wrong. I mean, look at all the black women art who Donald Trump has had laid off of their jobs.
Ooh, please, Omarosa.
According to the Department of Labor, between 300 and 400,000 black women have lost their jobs since March because of Donald Trump's policies. So Nicki Minaj, in all respect, if you see yourself as a black woman, how can you sit up there with Erica Kirk and talk about black kids being made to be proud of themselves at the expense of white children?
It wasn't no at the expense of.
I'm an educator. I'm a principal. I'm a school psychologist. I ain't been in no school.
Speaking of it, what's the update on the school?
Where white kids are made to feel bad about being white, so black children can be proud about their African heritage. Where is that? Somebody show me where white kids are being mistreated at the expense or for the benefit of black children. First of all, most teachers are white. Most public schools are white controlled. Most private schools are white controlled. All your Catholic schools are white controlled. What are we talking about? Most lawyers in America are white. Most doctors in America are white. Most real estate in America is owned by white people. Most politicians are white. In the U.S. Senate, you only have 3 black senators. You might get 4 if Jasmine Crockett wins, but they don't have any influence. Cory Booker, what good has he been? Raphael Warnock, what good has he been?
As soon as he said that Raphael, I was like, oh. Yeah, I gotta reset my root chakra fooling with that Raphael.
Scott, what good has he been? And if Jasmine Crockett wins, what good will she be?
Ooh.
So this notion that white people are losing because of a liberal agenda to benefit black people, where is the evidence of this? Here's what we know on. When you understand the science of racism, racism is always being most racist when they act like racism does not exist. Let's go back to Barack Obama's presidency. When Barack Obama got elected, the racism said, we are living in a post-racial...
He got that iPad up so loud. I'm like, I can't hear.
For America. We have a black president, so maybe we don't need black fraternities and sororities anymore. We have a black president, so maybe we don't need the NAACP. We have a black president.
You need to
maybe
be
we
on
don't
the
need
charge of
historically black
40%.
colleges anymore. This was the
88.
propaganda that white supremacy put out when Barack Obama was elected. And what happened during Obama's administration? We saw a white police brutality and assassination campaign against the black community like we've never seen in recent history. Whenever they try to act like race don't matter, that's exactly when they're about to become more racist. Now, I want to draw a parallel to this art. Because right now, Donald Trump is waging war against Venezuela. Even though war can only be declared by Congress,
I told
Donald
you.
Trump has taken it upon himself to wage war against the
Venezuela.
Venezuelan government.
I told you. And something about the oil, I believe. Allegedly, I don't know, because I ain't went back over there to Sammy to find the doggone video. Okay, what? Oh, I put it over there. I ain't go back over there. I had ended up watching the wrong video with Sammy last night. Knowing I should have went back over there and found the Venezuela video. Because he'll explain it. I got caught up with him talking about 50 Cent in the documentary. I'm like, I don't need no recap because I already watched Josh Johnson. And he did a recap on the 50 Cent in the Diddy documentary. Fucking hilarious. Okay, let me put you on the charge at 39%. See? Okay, 88, you're good. 94, you're good. 27, Let me just, take a break. Because I'm going to need her to get on here. I'm going to try to thug it out till Christmas.
How does this relate to Nicki Minaj? I'm going to tell you. Nicki Minaj, her parents, and herself, they're from Trinidad and Tobago. If I'm not mistaken, Nicki Minaj may have been born in Trinidad or Tobago. If
That's
she
what
wasn't,
that means.
at least her parents were. At least her father was. Rest in peace to him, and condolences to the family for their loss of her father. Nobody should ever lose their life in that manner. So her father.
I'm sorry, did I miss something? Robert Mirage. $2021. A hit and run driver. And vehicular homicide, and you only got a year in jail? Oh my goodness, I didn't know he had got hit by a car. And whoever it was, Charles Polovich, over there in Long Island, back in 2021. My God, and then drove off. And you only got a year in jail for vehicular homicide. That's fucking mind-blowing.
Is of East Indian and African heritage. So he's mixed race, East Indian and African Trinidadian. Her mother, I believe, may be an American African. But from what I understand, the mother's are, the father is black and East Indian. So Nicki Minaj carries within her the DNA of the East Indian people and the African people. And my question to Sister Nicki Minaj, and I hesitate to call her sister, but I'm going to do it anyway, because until I get clarity from her, I'm not going to assume the worst. But a question I would need to ask Nicki Minaj are, do you primarily identify as a black woman, or do you primarily identify as an East Indian? And the reason I gotta ask her that, Art, not only is she turning her back on the same black America that made her famous, not only is she turning her back on the same black America that made her famous, Art, but right now, Donald Trump has carried out 29 different strikes on Venezuelan seagoing vessels, Art. The Caribbean Sea, Donald Trump has seized oil tankers from Venezuela.
Look, I told you, the oil, that was just in the news the other day. There was China looking crazy, trying to figure out what happened.
105 Venezuelans. Allegedly, that's what the media is reporting. There's only one Caribbean country, Art, that is standing in solidarity with Donald Trump. Guess who it is? Trinidad and Tobago. The Prime Minister of Trinidad, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Nicki Minaj's ancestral homeland. Well, technically, your ancestral homeland is Africa, okay? But the birthland of her parents and maybe herself, Trinidad and Tobago. They are the only Caribbean country, or should I say, the main Caribbean country, standing in solidarity with Donald Trump's unilateral and illegal move to declare war on Venezuela without the approval of the U.S. Congress. Now, Art, you might ask the question, why is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago
Right.
going against the entire Caribbean community
Right.
and standing with Donald Trump? You want to?
Has anyone actually?
God damn it. Hurry up.
You want to know why? Most Caribbean islands have a black president and or black prime minister. Trinidad and Tobago is unique, Art, because the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, a woman by the name of Kamala, first name Kamala, okay? Not Kamala, not to be confused with Kamala, but Prime Minister Kamala of Trinidad and Tobago is an East Indian. So even though the
First of all, her name
population
is
of Trinidad and Tobago
Kamala.
is 40% black, it's also 40% East Indian, and it's 20% mixed. And I've been to Trinidad and Tobago, and do you know what I was told by the Trinidadian and Tobagan Africans there, our black brothers and sisters? They told me that Trinidad and Tobago is dominated by the East Indians. They told me that they are racist, that they control the import and export. They told me that they control the drug trade. They told me that they control the used car industry. I was even told in Trinidad and Tobago by our black brothers and sisters, our Trinidadian African brothers and sisters, that if an ethnic war broke out, if a race war broke out in Trinidad and Tobago between the blacks and the East Indians, we would probably lose. Because even though we're 40% of the population, and they're 40% of the population, they control the entire infrastructure arm. So when I say I would like to respectfully know whether or not Sister Nicki Minaj identifies as an East Indian or an African, that's not just for American African purposes, Art. That's for Trinidadian African purposes, because I need to know if she identifies with the oppressed black people of Trinidad and Tobago, who are being oppressed by who? East Indians. Remember, Art, when the white man left the Caribbean, he put the East Indians in charge. A lot of people don't know that. When the white man left the Caribbean, to make sure black people would never get sole control of their island, he left East Indians in charge and he left Chinese in charge. And if you go to almost any Caribbean island today, you will find that either the East Indians or the Chinese are doing better than black people, even if there's more black people on the island. Trinidad and Tobago is unique because you have just as much East Indians as you have Africans. So I need to know if Nicki Minaj stands with the East Indians of Trinidad and Tobago.
He just ranting. And this is, see, I had to speed it up. This is a clip. This is a clip. I don't know how long the entire interview is, but this is a clip. 42 minutes. Sir.
Who are oppressed.
I gave him his thumbs up. That's about as much as I can handle, to be quite honest. Toure called it MAGA Minaj mental house Negro. I told you. Listen. I told you, Toure. That's what he said. Mental house Negro. Blueface is over there on Club Shay Shay. Of course, because he's making his rounds. The Big Facts Network. Charleston White went over there and sat down with them. This question from a Fulton County judge will haunt Fonnie Willis. I just saw a clip of it and it was ridiculous. Charlamagne did sit down with Angie Martinez. That actually looked like it was a pretty decent one. Look at Sean. I guess Sean just sat down with what's his name? Finesse. Y'all, you know, I was watching doggone Nate Jackson. So silly. That doggone Nate Jackson so funny. I absolutely love him too. Ain't nothing really going on, John. Ain't nothing really going on at all. Just trying to see if I can hear somebody cry. Okay, this look new. Let me see what Sydney talking about. Okay. Who's the Glorilla? We over here on Laugh Factory. Let me see what he talking about. Let me see what he talking about. Sydney. Castillo. Hey, come on with that music. Come on with that music. All that and all that. Did he cut it off? Right, I'm like,
That's what you be singing him. I love your light skin, one patch. I love you, one eye nigga, light skin, black nigga, my nigga, I like that nigga. Happy y'all came, nigga.
man, please. With the music. Right, cut that off.
Talk your shit like you be telling your girls he got one eye patch, but he getting in that shit, though. Talk your shit, huh? What's up, dog? I see you take the eye patch off upstage and start fucking with y'all. Like, nigga, you do that in public, nigga? I thought you supposed to fuck with the eye in closed doors.
He doing a lot of cussing and he's doing that N-word. He doing too much with that. Let me see what Midas Touch talking about. Because I can't do that. You doing too much cussing and you doing the N-word, sir, please.
So the Trump regime is now attacking the Midas.
Wipe them glasses off. I know it's late. Technically, you dropped this early, but why you ain't wiped them glasses off? Go ahead.
Network. They are using the Department of Justice
DOJ.
social media accounts
For what?
to respond to our Midas Touch reporting,
Oh.
saying that our reporting was false.
What?
With
Which
regards
part?
to the Epstein files, release batch 8.
Not. You keeping count now? Look at these glasses. Why he ain't wiped them glasses off? He got on a cotton shirt. All he had to do was just. Come on, Ben.
24 hours ago. We stand behind our reporting and we stand up against the Trump regime.
Facts.
We are not CBS. We do not
Ooh.
bend the knee. Let me tell you what's going on.
He looked so tired. Look, them eyes tired. He looked like he ain't get no sleep last night.
Report before any other news network talked about it.
Uh-oh.
We reported first about that letter.
Which
that
one?
Seemed to be sent from Jeffrey Epstein to Larry Nassar.
Okay, that was the guy that was, hold on, listen, let me keep up, because I did read that article this morning while I was trying to put myself back to sleep. The letter, was it the S? You know that word that we can't use. The S word letter. What they said that Epstein did to himself. They said that something about Jeffrey sent the letter. Wait. Jeffrey sent the letter to Larry? No, Larry sent the letter.
Larry Nassar, of course, was
already in prison.
Convicted of
Yes.
sexual abusing
Right.
hundreds of young girls
And women.
Physician to the U.S. gym
Olympics.
team
Yep.
And the Michigan State University gym team.
Right.
And so the Midas Touch Network.
There was a letter.
You remember the following in data set 8, batch 8 of the Epstein files released.
Previously posted on the letter alleging to be sent. Okay, right. Because well, technically that does make sense. Jeffrey sent the letter to Larry, but then it was like undelivered or something like that. It was supposed to be like a suicide. Days, but it was right. Look, it was postmarked days after. To my dear LN, as you know by now, I have taken the short route home. Good luck. We shared one thing: our love and caring for young ladies. Let me put him on mute and let him read it, because I'll read it. Caring for young ladies at the hope they'd reach their full potential. Our president shares our love of young. Is that nubile girls? When a young beauty walked by, he loved to grab snatch, whereas we ended up snatching grub in the mess halls of the systems. Life is unfair. Yours, J. Epstein. Finish.
In our reporting, the facts surrounding this letter. We explained that the letter was returned to sender.
It was in fact returned back to whoever tried to, and then the handwriting said it wasn't correct. So it was forged.
We reported how their other reporting indicates that Epstein sent a letter to Nasser from prison before his alleged suicide. The contents of that letter were never revealed.
Right.
And additional documents show that the letter was submitted for handwriting analysis by the FBI, though it's unclear if investigators
Reached a
reached
conclusion.
whether or not this was definitively written by Epstein. It would be nice if we could see what the FBI analysis was back after this
I
letter
thought that they said that it wasn't no match, but you're right, inconclusive.
This letter purports to be postmarked August 13th of 2019. It does have the bearings of a Virginia penitentiary address, but that is the routing center for where these letters get sent when you're in MCC, the Metropolitan Correction Center, potentially go to Virginia, and it doesn't get sent out right away, so it would make sense that there could be a delay from when Epstein wrote it to Epstein's alleged death by suicide to when it got sent out. So we give all the details and the facts that it was sent out for FBI analysis back 2019, 2020, and no one knows where the handwriting analysis is. So the U.S. Department of Justice's official account responded to the Midas Touch post. And here's what the U.S. Department of Justice wrote. They said, the FBI has confirmed this alleged letter from Jeff.
To Larry. Okay, so the letter is fake. The fake letter was received by the jail and flagged for the FBI at the time. The FBI made this conclusion based on the following facts. The writing does not appear to match, does not appear, or can be confirmed that it's not. The letter was postmarked 3 days after. The return address did not list the jail and did not include his inmate number. You know what? Yeah, that'll get you. That'll get you every time. Listen, you have to have that inmate number on there. It's for someone who has pen pal. It's for someone who has pen pal. Now, listen, I'm talking about to the point to whereas I had got to the point to whereas I was typing up mine and printing it out because all that writing on my fingers. I used to type mine, print it out, seal it up, bloop, 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 call it a day. And so that is, in fact, true. If it don't have that inmate number on it, bummer. Do better. Dang. But But then again, I don't even know. Oh, because they trying to. Remember, you're saying that you're taking a short route home, but you somehow randomly bring up Trump. Insane. It's just absolutely insane. Like, you're talking about this is supposed to be a letter and all that. But you missed the most important thing of forging a letter? The inmate number? Bummer. Ain't nothing going on. I got 30 minutes. So, let me see what Jimmy said about the most important Cash Patel. None of this
He said
existed.
there were no co-conspirators. There was no. They didn't traffic them to anyone. It was just him doing it to himself. Jeffrey Epstein. Remember Cash Patel said that? He spent years saying that we got to get that list. They're covering it up because it's powerful people. That's why they're covering up this list.
And
We
then
got to
as
make it
soon as
transparent. We
he-
got to let it out. And then as soon as he gets the power to do that, he's like, "There's nothing to see here."
Right. I mean, I'm talking about such a
There's been a
hypocrite.
big dump of Epstein files.
Every day they just
And
dropping stuff.
According to Aaron Parnas, this is by far the most important document released overnight.
What?
There were 10 co-conspirators investigated by the Department of Justice related to Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. I like to say Ghislaine,
Everybody does.
but
It's
I'm
Ghislaine.
Ghislaine.
It's Ghislaine.
Well, we always like Ghislaine too.
So
No.
none of these 10 co-conspirators were charged.
Right.
And we need to know why.
Well, remember, that's a part of his plea deal. That was a part of his plea deal, which, remember, Ghislaine was trying to figure out how she got charged. If his plea deal was
Let me see if I
former,
can-
future
let me see if I can read
co-conspirators
something.
can't be charged.
It says,
She like, why am I here?
of the 10 co-conspirators,
Uh-huh.
3 have been located in Florida
Ooh.
and served GJ subpoenas. 1 in Boston, 1 in New York City, 1 in Connecticut were located and served. 4 of the 10 are outstanding, with attempts having been made.
Okay.
1 is a wealthy businessman in Ohio.
Is that,
I wonder if he's a big political donor. I bet he is. A lead is being sent to CB. The remaining 3 are currently out of pocket. The team, 8 SAs, TFOs, 2 AUSAs, is flying out tonight, tomorrow, to various locations in Florida to interview approximately.
give me a second, Jimmy, because the way he be reading is ooh, it triggers me sometimes, especially something of this much verbiage. Stop. Go ahead. Let me pause it and let me just be quiet, Jimmy. Let me see it. Ooh, okay. Stop. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Epstein update. Okay, we don't know who this. Okay, this was July 9, 2019. Importance normal. Okay. Also, Epstein's bail argument is due to the judge on Thursday. The actual bail hearing will be on Monday. Okay. Let me see. And then we got an update. Epstein update. Okay. Of the 10 co-conspirators, 3 have been located in Florida and served subpoenas, grand jury subpoenas. That's GJ, grand jury subpoenas. And then remember, who was that? Something happened with Prince Andrews. We had read an article about it this morning, because that's what happens when I can't go back to sleep. I'll just read like an article. Boston, New York, Connecticut, located and served. 4 of 10 outstanding with attempts. 1 is a wealthy businessman in Ohio. Isn't that old dude? Didn't we learn his name over there on Candace? I can't remember his name. The Victoria's Secret guy. I think he's the only one that's in Ohio, I believe. A lead is being sent to, what is CV? I don't know what it is. Is that a? I don't think that's not a, I don't know what abbreviation that is. I don't know, no. I don't know who that is. Okay. The remaining 3 are currently out of pocket, or whatever that means. The team, whatever that team is, SAs, TFOs, whatever those are. Okay, assistant US. I'm assuming. What's SA? What's TFO? I don't know. It's flying out tonight, tomorrow, to various locations in Florida to interview approximately 25 victims. The 1-800 call FBI line is up and running. We have received approximately 45 calls, which we are in the process of vetting out. Let me know if you need anything else. And let his ass finish, because he got a screen behind him. And he is following along with his hand, Lord. Bless his heart.
And at the bottom, good morning, is requesting
Assistant, no, I don't know what A is. I didn't see that at the bottom.
SC is requesting an update on the 10 co-conspirators by COB.
Call a bit.
Close of business.
Close of
today.
business. Look,
Can
let me
you
tell my
tell
call
us
of
how
business.
many have successfully been located, interviewed, served with GS?
So we do know that there were 10. We do know that there were 10. Good catch, good catch. That was the email, child. We still having to go through, what was it, 1,000 emails that had
I
dropped?
believe there was 5 in New York. So
I'm gonna get you to Christmas.
That's the reply to that.
I'm gonna get you to
Well,
Christmas.
we have 10, 3 located.
3.
1 in New York, 1 in Connecticut.
Boston.
4 of the 10 are outstanding.
Outstanding.
So the question
Look
is,
at Jimmy.
why weren't they charged? What did the investigation turn up?
Yeah, and that's all the way in 2019.
Right.
It's 2025.
Y'all gotta remember. Now, I'm telling you, I don't know how Ghislaine, I don't know how they was able to get her charged. I really don't, because you gotta understand, a part of his plea deal, that, what they call it, that sweetheart deal, no future or present co-conspirators can be charged. That was a part of his deal.
Like this, the wealthy business in Ohio has to be a political donor, right? I agree. Safe to assume.
Les Wexner. I couldn't remember, but I was like, that's the Victoria's Secret guy, ain't it?
Ohio businessman is Lex Wexner.
Allegedly, I don't know, but that's the only businessman I know in Ohio. Allegedly.
Is Lex Wexner? Let me see.
Ohio. He live in Ohio. Look at him using Siri, Lord. Look at him using Siri. Did you put your information in about the lawsuit that they had going on currently? About Siri?
Wexner from Ohio.
He lives.
Oh,
He's so stupid.
yes,
Look at
he's
Jimmy.
Born in Dayton, Ohio. Wow.
He funny.
Wow. Okay.
He's so funny.
Let me ask Rob.
Grok. Oh, that's X.
He was the CEO of Victoria's Secrets.
Tell me where Les Wexner resides.
Ohio, Jimmy.
Bath and Body Works.
Oh, I didn't know about Bath and Body.
So yeah, he's definitely a creepo.
Oh
Les
goodness.
Wexner. He primarily resides in Albany, New Albany, Ohio. So yeah, I bet that is who that is.
He says.
He lives on a 336 acre property valued at $7 million. Wow.
What is he doing with all them acres?
Ow.
Look at Jimmy.
And then he has homes in Colorado and New York.
He does have that.
And Epstein served as his Wexner's personal money manager and was authorized to sign tax returns, borrow money, hire people, and make acquisitions on his behalf.
Okay, so,
With
because,
that blanket on the back of that chair. Jimmy.
Attorney General at the time,
Jimmy.
William Barr,
William
answered
Barr.
to Donald Trump,
Mhm.
who spent years partying with Epstein
Bingo.
and wasn't about to let his powerful friends face consequences.
He doing the same thing
Department
now.
of Justice investigates 10 Epstein Maxwell co-conspirators with subpoenas and victim testimony, yet charged 0. Protecting predators over justice is unforgivable. Demand answers now. I couldn't agree more.
Y'all just listen. We're gonna keep our foot on Donald Trump's neck for the next 3.25 years. Just keep our foot on his neck about this Epstein. How about that? Why not? We ain't doing nothing else. I mean, I ain't doing nothing else. I mean, I'd just be interested, really, to be quite honest, because they are just going through so much to, like, keep it a secret. Shh, don't tell nobody. Hold on, give me a second real quick. Let me see, because I'm late. I saw it on my timeline 5 days ago, and
Debbie Millie's closest friends took the stand and told completely different stories. Adrian Davis and Trayvon Glass both testified in Millie's first trial.
Okay.
Their timelines about the car switch and who was actually in the murder vehicle don't match.
Okay.
This was one of the biggest moments in Millie's first trial.
Okay.
Someone's lying here.
Okay.
The state's whole narrative is Mellie was in the car, he
Mhm.
murdered them, got out of the car, and got picked up by Fredo Bang, and
Right.
his friend tracks him doing the whole thing.
Right.
But the defense calls a witness, Adrian Davis, and you'll see what he says in the last half of this video. Subscribe to Skillers.
Let's go.
Alright, this is Trayvon Glass.
Okay.
Watch what he says here about what they did after they left the studio.
When you said one person specifically, who's that person? Okay, and can you tell members of Judy's real name?
Christopher Thomas,
And how long have you known Christopher Thomas, who you refer to as Judy?
over a decade.
Do you know somebody by the name of Anthony Williams who went by Zach Chaser?
Yeah,
And how long have you known Zach Chaser?
a couple years.
All right, what was the intention of going to the studio?
I believe we were supposed to have a 12-hour session.
All right, and it's a 12-hour recording session, right?
Yeah, people were sleeping, so we ended up going home because, sleeping in the studio.
Who was sleeping?
Everybody but me, Anthony, and Chris.
All right, is someone upset that people were sleeping?
She said that.
And who was that person?
Saturday.
Okay. How did Zach respond to people sleeping?
I woke him up and let him know it's time to go.
Right.
And how did you do that?
Yeah, they woke him up, shook him up.
All right, was there an occasion where you threw water on some people to wake them up?
Oh, wow. Objection. We don't need to know if he throwing water on people and slapping people. Relevance. Oh, make your objection and state what it is. Don't come up here with all that. What? Say relevance.
I remember that part. The judge was pissed about that objection. No arguing in front of the jury.
Right.
At some point, you just mentioned that you guys are getting ready to leave the studio.
Uh-huh.
Do you see an individual standing next to a red vehicle?
Uh-huh. Who that?
All right, and what is Kobe's real,
Kobe.
Kobe. Uh-huh.
That's what I know about Kobe.
all right, would anything refresh your recollection as to his legal name?
I don't know.
If I were to show your prior statement, would that refresh your recollection?
Good.
Do you see yourself inside that red Mitsubishi vehicle?
What is that?
And where are you located?
The gas station?
So you get through the gate, where do you go next?
Oh.
All right, are there any other cars parked at that driving?
Get off the screen. The Windows logo.
That you left the studio with at the house. Right, so what do you do when you get out of the vehicle?
I was getting close to my time. Well, somebody finna be getting up looking for some breast milk. Hold on, I'm just trying to hear.
Okay,
I'm gonna get you the Christmas, and then we gonna wrap this
The
up.
house is how many stories? Okay, so you went upstairs to where specifically?
Usual.
The Jeep. Who entered that vehicle to your knowledge?
Everybody that I'm with, right? And then you, cool.
And by my count, is that also 4 people?
Correct.
At the time you left the studio in that Mitsubishi,
Move the
where were you at?
Supposed to be home.
Okay, who's home?
It's my house.
Okay, and was everybody in that red car headed to Melly's house?
So this is my knowledge.
Okay, and what about the Jeep? Where was your understanding that Jeep was headed? The gray Jeep? So what cars left the studio with the intention of headed to what you identify as Melly's house? Was there any physical confrontation that you observed at the studio?
Just like really, just to know,
We saw that the gray vehicle on the street pulled off first. Can you tell us the route you guys took to the best of your knowledge?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Okay, do you recall getting on a highway at all?
I recall being in the car, like driving out of nowhere. I don't.
Okay. Were you awake the entire time you were in that vehicle?
I wasn't.
Oh.
Do you know at what point you fell asleep?
I don't.
Okay, and when you left the studio, you were awake, is that a fair statement?
I was.
And at what point do you recall waking up, or what time do you recall the next thing you saw?
I almost came to a stop
All right, and where did you come to a stop?
at the house gate.
Okay, okay,
He woke up at the house gate, because it's like a gated neighborhood.
right.
He don't recall no one stopping to
At the store.
and Melly switching the car.
When you got
Somebody did say that. And it's like, they gonna get on my nerves.
Melly's house, who was inside your vehicle?
Right.
Same people seen get in the car.
Hey, calm down. Calm down with that attitude. Look, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Same people, when you woke up at the gate and you got to the house and you got out the car, the same people that was in the car when y'all left the studio is the same people that got out of the car. Now, who, why, what? What? Why are we lying talking about he got in the car with us? Why are we lying talking about he switched and got at the light, at the stove, wherever y'all was at?
Same people, he's getting annoyed because he knows they were gonna ask that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Do you recall how you guys entered the gate?
The gate's open for us.
For the channel, please hit subscribe. I appreciate the support. Back to the voice.
Let me hit the thumbs up. My bad. Look, thank you for reminding me, child. We'll get caught up. We'll get caught up in the video.
What was the purpose of you having this conversation with Melly?
What was that? What was that? Like some text messages. Let me go back and hit the pause. Fede Fargo, Jamel Demons. Fede Fargo. I ain't believe shit, but what you tell me just got everybody mind wondering. Do you not know? They saying, come on. I ain't gonna never see my again, y'all. Got I don't know. No more. Come tell me real. Ooh. Okay, that's somebody being real in the thread, in the text. Yeah, the text.
When you got to Gifford, were you looking for answers?
Not just me.
Okay. Were people kind of pressing you for answers?
Correct.
And did that have any impact on whether or not you reached out to Melly?
I don't know what you're about.
So, and again, you said that people are looking for answers. So
Right.
Did you reach out to Melly looking for answers?
I did.
Is
And
that the gist of that conversation on Facebook?
Is that just
The gist of the conversation, was that the purpose behind your
don't
conversation?
use just, ma'am, just. I mean, we know what it means, but that was on Facebook. Y'all talking about it on Facebook.
The general conversation that you had with him around the missing bird? Was that the first time you saw Melly after you guys left the studio?
Yeah.
Was Melly wearing the same clothes or different clothes than when you saw him?
Objection.
You guys
Was it wearing the same
Oh.
clothes?
Okay, do you recall what he was wearing?
Just had on some shorts.
So Melly switched clothes too, the next time you saw him. I mean,
When was the next time that you saw him?
he's lying here. You know what I'm saying? And logic tells me it's probably the defense witness that goes up there. But why would Travion Glass lie about this? You know what I mean? What does
He ain't got
have
no
to gain from
gain.
lying about
Exactly. He
Melly
has
not
nothing to
being
gain about lying about it.
Yeah.
Especially saying that he was in the car, he swapped car. Why are you at the hospital saying that? Or calling people from the hospital saying that? Oh yeah, he had got in the car with us. Well, I had told them that he had got in the car with y'all. So you used to tell them that he got in the car with y'all. And then when the police ask you, oh, he had got in the car with us. And then you get on the stand and be like, oh, the only people that was in the car with us were the same people that...
All right, so now here's Adrian Davis, who was called as a defense witness. I think the only defense witness in the whole trial, if I remember correctly.
The only?
He says the exact opposite of what Travion Glass
Of
said
course.
earlier.
And were there plans
Watch.
to go to a recording studio that evening?
Yes.
Okay.
Who all went to the studio?
Me, Jacoby, Melly, Satter, Julie, Courtney, Trayvon, and Tate.
8,
Did you all go on the
4
same
and 4.
car?
No,
Obviously not. Everybody can't fit.
Approximately what time did you go?
Okay, white shirt.
During the day or not?
that night.
Okay.
Did you leave the studio earlier than what was scheduled?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
This whole sleeping thing is so interesting.
Everybody
Officer
keep
falls
bringing it
asleep,
up,
Zach
yeah.
Teacher was annoyed by it and said, all right, we're leaving.
Yeah.
That's the gist I got from it.
Tell the
Right.
jury who got into the red Mitsubishi.
Ooh.
Me, Jacoby, Trayvon, and Tate, Travis,
Do you know who got into the Jeep?
Courtney, Jamel, Satter, and Julie.
All right, here we go. Let's see what he says here.
Where were you going?
At the
Did
Miller
anyone
house.
fall asleep in your car?
Yeah, we about all did except for the driver.
Did there come a time that you
The
were
car
woken up
stopped.
before you got to the house?
Ooh, good question.
What happened?
Y'all went to the store?
We pulled over and that's when Melly got in the car with us.
This lying son of a... This lying son of a...
Boom. Which one is lying? Adrian Davis or Travion Glass? And right now, majority of you are gonna be like, Adrian Davis is lying through his teeth.
Look.
I get it.
Do you know where you pulled over?
I don't really remember.
Were you woken up?
Yeah, because I was getting pushed over a little bit.
And are you 100%?
What's that with that music out there? Riding through the neighborhood with that music blasting 11:54 p.m. I told you I was gonna get you to Christmas, okay? The best way I could.
That this young man got into the red Mitsubishi?
Yes.
What happened to the Jeep?
I think he just kept going.
Did he have to unlock the door?
Yes.
Do you know who has the keys to Melly's house on October 26th in the early morning hours?
Jamel, they only know who had keys to the house.
Do you have a key to the house?
No.
Jamel and Bortland. But Bortland was in the other car. I think Jamel was the one. He wasn't. Was he driving? I think he was a designated driver. Okay, so the designated drivers have the keys to the house. Okay. And Bortland, he's driving, but he ended up at the hospital with his friends, wherever they were sitting, child, like in the passenger seat and behind the passenger seat, I believe. That still don't add up because whoever that was just talking, he just said that when he got to the house, the only people that was in the car was the same people. Don't we got y'all on camera at the gate coming in?
Williams have a key to the house?
No.
Christopher Thomas have a key to the house?
No.
Did Trevon Glass have a key to the house?
No.
So that's pretty much one of the only routes defense could go.
Right.
He switched cars, he wasn't in the car when the shooting happened, type shit, and have a witness go up there and say it.
Right.
Well, he does have a key to the house. And how about
But why would he go up there and say that though? He said something about he had gotten woken up because he was getting pushed over, like to make room for Melly to get in the car. regardless of how this goes, because I think he just got pushed back to 2028, 2027. Child, it might have been 2028. I can't remember. He just got pushed back because he was supposed to go to trial September. He was, Melly was supposed to go to trial back in September. Was it August or September? I don't know, Charlie. It was a whole shit show. Leading up to, I'm talking about the whole summer. It was a complete shit show. I mean, we was in court every week. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And the judge is like, you probably want to go ahead and get rid of your lawyers and, you know, or at least get rid of Raven, because it ain't gonna look good. And he wasted all summer, and then he waited until probably maybe about a week or two before, fired all of them, boom. And I'ma just say he got a whole new legal team. And here we go. Now we got to go through old footage from the first trial that he was acquitted from. I didn't know nothing about him. I ain't know nothing about the trial. It's only because Cover Boys. The reason why I'm even vested. Who was that coughing? I'm gonna get you to Christmas.
This young man, yes, and Cortland Henry, yes. Did you see this young man unlock the door of the house? Yes.
Who? What young
He's
man?
saying he looked at Melly, unlocked the door of the house.
He is why is he lying when we got his phone GPS tracking him in the car with Fredo Bang on the other side of town? Why is he lying?
You hearing these details?
Yes.
Who was the last person to get out of the red Mitsubishi to go inside the house?
Trayvon, he was in the car asleep.
He was in the car asleep when you got to his house?
Yeah.
Did you see where Melly went?
To his room.
And where was his bed?
And when you first walked in the house, came visit.
Okay. This is a 1 or 2 story house?
2.
How many people went upstairs to go to sleep?
Me, Jacoby, Freddie, and Tate. So 4 of us.
Okay.
So this changes the whole narrative for the state.
Right.
Fredo's house.
That would be Fredo Bang?
I want to see that cross.
After you got to the house of Fredo Bang,
Cross examination.
Cortland Henry showed up.
Yes.
What?
Cortland Henry tell you what happened.
Yeah, he said it was a drive-by.
When Cortland Henry arrived at Fredo Bang's house, was Melly there?
Yes.
Approximately what time did he leave that house?
All right, guys.
It don't make sense. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. That just thinking about the narrative, it just don't make sense. Y'all pull over, Melly get in the car, and y'all get back to the house. Melly the one that opened the door, but nobody has the keys to the house but Bortland and the dude who we just saw the other day, who was in the interrogation room. I can't remember his names. It's too many names to be trying to remember this by. How you talking about Melly got the key? Because I thought only the designated drivers had the keys. Anyway, I mean, it is his house, so technically he would have keys to his house, but I'm just saying. But anyway, y'all get to the house. Then he said something about Bortland shows up. It just don't. So then why y'all at Fredo Bang house then? Why y'all, cause I thought. Look, exactly. See?
Me, Trayvon, Jacoby, and Freddie.
By the way, when you first learned Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas were shot at the house with Melly, did anyone get on the phone?
Yeah.
Who?
Did anyone have any problem locating their phone?
Yes.
Who?
Was that?
Jamel.
When I back up for a minute, you were telling the jury that you went back to Melly's house. I did.
The door's unlocked.
Are you 100% sure that Melly got into the red Mitsubishi to go home?
Yes.
Are you 100% sure that this young man learned of the shooting?
Oh, that's his lawyer, of course. Well, Look how Melly looking. Look how he looking.
His friends.
Look how he
Exact same
looking.
time you learned of it.
Yes.
And that
Look how
was
he
at the
looking.
house.
Child, he can.
Are you 100% sure that when people were getting on the phone, that this young man was looking for his phone to call people?
Yes.
So it's the phone aspect, remember, that's the contradicting evidence. Melly's phone walked around in the woods with the pedometer setting, it tracked his footsteps,
Uh-huh.
and then he sent a location to
Fredo.
Bang to get picked up by Fredo Bang, allegedly. It's
Right.
contradicting to what this guy's saying.
Right.
I don't know who did all that on
This
his
is
phone.
the defense. Right.
For the defense's theory here, who was doing that? 'Cause it
Right.
wasn't Borland. Borland didn't go around in the bushes. or
Exactly.
anything
He
to get
went to
help
the
with location.
hospital.
He took the bodies to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else was in that car? So.
What? How your phone end up in the woods then?
And here's cross-examination. If I remember
Ooh,
correctly, I'm
ooh.
pretty sure this state attorney kind of cooks this guy.
I'm waiting. I just said that. Uh-oh.
That Mr. Jennings found out at the same time. No questions about that. Your sure he's at the house.
Yes.
And you were upstairs?
Yes, ma'am.
He was downstairs.
Yes.
But you're sure he was there, you could see.
Mhm.
Is that yes?
Yes.
And you are 100% sure his phone was missing?
Yes.
Ooh.
Where in the statement on May 5th did you ever say that?
Ooh. Ooh.
Never asked?
Ooh.
You met with me on May 5th, 2020, do you remember that?
Yes.
And you were sitting down, we were present, that's a yes?
Yes.
Your two attorneys were present that you brought, that's a yes?
Yes.
And I asked you questions for quite a number of hours. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember being asked if you had met prior to speaking with me, with the attorney sitting over to my left?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember asking and being asked a question about what you talked about with them?
Yes.
Did you remember what you told them?
No.
Do you remember what you told them now?
Yes.
So are you telling the jury that you're speaking with me, you forgot?
As in, what, I'm telling you now, like right now, yes.
So she's pointing out prior inconsistent statements.
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Mr. Dennis, have you also done something like that?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? And in terms of the police tries to find that there was one on that cell phone.
I can't hear her ass.
I don't think so. I don't even remember if we all use this phone sometimes. We all use each other's phones.
Now, he's saying they all use each other's phones. Is this a thing? Do friends use each other's
I
phones?
mean,
Like, it is just not a thing, in my opinion, but whatever.
depends.
His cell phone.
Talk to females.
Okay, but are you walking in the woods with it? Did you drop the location of Fredo Bang? Cause somebody did.
Are you busy on your own?
I'm Josh.
With
Ooh,
regards to
ooh.
your living situation there. You were
Living.
not living that night,
Ooh,
and nobody was staying in that house.
Ooh.
except for the defendant.
Yeah.
So do you remember that evening driving to the studio?
Yes.
Do you remember who was in the car? Do
I'll believe it, yes.
you remember who was on each car on the way back?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any threats that were made to anyone that night?
ooh.
Did anyone have any other conversations or discussions about threats from public?
Look at that stenographer. She is typing her ass out.
No, ma'am. But that is like, always gonna be a target.
And do you remember stopping on the side of the road?
Yes.
Where did you stop?
I don't remember. It's like flashes and blinks, drinking and smoking, so I just know we stopped.
You know you stopped.
Yeah.
Do you know why the car stopped?
No.
When you stopped, was the radio in front of the Brendan's vision?
Yeah, I believe so.
Have you ever answered that question differently?
I don't think so.
If I were to show you your statement from May 5th, 2022, would that help you in answering if you've ever said something different from what your testimony?
Uh-oh. Stay on the mic.
I don't remember. If the sheet was in front, I'm going to say the sheet was in front.
If you watch the video, they cut off first, so when it was in front of us,
Those of you watching the video.
you showed it to me.
In terms of the trial, you watching that online?
No, ma'am.
In terms of home, you mentioned that you said Mr. Demons went to his room.
Demons.
Have you ever answered that question differently?
No.
So she's just going through where he answers
Inconsistent.
the questions differently. right?
Every time,
Like,
yeah.
Melly never went to his room to sleep.
With
Right.
regards to the car, you're saying that you got pushed over?
Ooh.
And somebody got in the car?
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Did you wake up when that happened?
Like it was flashes, like, I guess you could say I woke up.
Okay. And did they move you over or climb over you?
I don't remember.
Have you ever made a statement that's different than that?
I don't know. I can't remember.
The commercial becoming crazy. Child, you gotta see that body language, y'all. He slunched down. This how he talking in the microphone like this, y'all.
Tis the season, and tis our day. It's the
Look, holding himself
So
like
the
this.
phone part, I mean, how do you not remember when
He
he
lied.
made statements about what exactly happened?
Yeah.
How did he get in the car? How was the
Right.
car switch going on?
Right. Where y'all stopped at?
I'm over to you to get answer was, I was thinking I was at the window, so no, I think they might have climbed over.
But you said somebody pushed you.
Did somebody climb over you or you pushed her?
I mean,
Or you don't remember?
yeah, I don't really remember.
You don't really remember? Okay.
So just attacking his credibility,
Mhm.
switching up.
You mentioned about Mr. Dennis.
I guess it really don't necessarily matter, to be quite honest, because this was his testimony in the first trial. And he was acquitted. So I'm like, listen, they charging his ass.
I don't remember.
You don't remember how you turned my phone?
It just, I was looking for it, just like you would do if you lost yours.
So of course he did all that. We went on, find my iPhone and he's looking for it.
I don't remember.
You don't know. Okay. And of course he is using everybody else's phone to try and find you.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. But conveniently the phone's missing now.
Objection.
Not conveniently.
You texted back and forth with the defendant prior to this event occurring, right?
Yes.
And he had sent a picture of his driver's license from that phone number.
Yes.
So you knew Mr. Dennis, the defendant, Melly, to use that cell phone, 772-713-9807.
I don't know what the number is.
You have saved in your phone, right?
Yeah, but I can't just remember that phone number like that. That number.
And his testimony is that he's looking on the house.
Yeah.
So in terms of the phone, did you see again that day?
I don't know. I don't remember.
And in terms of the phone traveling up to the video shoot up in Cocoa, you don't know the phone got there.
I don't know.
In terms of Mr. Demons, you know he's dating Mariah Hansons.
Yeah.
And you know that Mr. Demons would FaceTime her on a regular basis.
There's no evidence of that.
I don't know.
So you know, and Mr. Demons would.
Excuse me, use the correct name.
Demons. Right, keep saying demons.
FaceTime and video chat frequently.
Just that's what that phone for.
Bro's lawyer said objection, use the correct name.
Right.
Do you think his name is actually pronounced Demons or Demons? Like, I don't, is that, what's the common use of that last name? Like,
It's
do people
Demons.
actually pronounce it Demons? I don't
Yes.
know anyone with that last name, so.
Mr. Demons, you never met with Detective Mark Knight? You never seen him?
No.
And so the first time that you ever seen him being missing was today, July 18th, 2023.
Yes. I believe so.
I can't fucking hear her. Sorry,
So,
excuse my
I think now
language.
suddenly his phone is missing,
Right,
when he never said it was missing before.
Right.
I'm guessing.
Exactly.
If you have more videos like this, let me know, comment below. This is Brad, Other Boys, peace out.
oh, hey, y'all don't use it. My bad. I get caught up, John. The outro is crazy. All right. Listen, I said I was going to get everybody to Christmas, okay? 12:09 a.m. currently at the moment. And so in the meantime, in between time, love you, bye.